Morning everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new flea market video. It is currently, early in the morning and I'm on my bike, which if you've watched a couple of my videos you maybe know which flea market I'm heading towards. Yeah, I am going to the usually big one in Vogelsdorf, which is I can reach it by bike. I couldn't reach it by train. There's no train going there, so it's a little bit outside of Berlin already. And yeah, today my local flea market was not happening. I'm usually passing by my local one and that's then the first one I do. But this weekend also Karlshorst, so the big antique one, is also happening. But I'm not going there today. I will probably go there on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is a bank holiday in Berlin, and not in Berlin, in whole Germany, obviously. The 3rd of October. Currently it's the 1st of October. And let's see if I find something there. But today is, I'm heading by bike there. So yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit more like autumn right now. I guess you are watching the video in the beginning of January or something. I'm always super behind with my like toy hunting flea market videos. Usually right now I think I'm like 3 months behind because I gather so much like footage and I'm only doing around 1 video per week, so I'm not able to do them all the time, and I have to do some other videos in between, you know, so that's why I'm always behind. So let's see how I structure the video, if it's going to be the whole right afterwards, or let's see, it depends what I find. Jo. decided to buy this Barbie, and I also found him. And yeah, he is the Hawaiian Fun Ken, and I have his trousers, so. The rest was new or like super, like bad condition. So I have decided to put always the whole part in between, as I often do it, but directly this day. So it's directly the day I went to the flea market. It's the afternoon and I have not cleaned anything. So you're gonna just see the toy cleaned in this, like, you know, turntable view after I've talked about this. So the first thing that you saw, I think it was the first thing I filmed, because there was nothing else before that, were these dolls. So for you it probably seemed like, oh my goodness, the first thing, and she immediately finds Barbies. But it really wasn't. I was like walking like on the flea market for at least, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, and I didn't find anything. That's also the reason why I picked them up, because they are not necessarily Barbies that I would have picked up if I would have found like a lot of other stuff. But I also didn't want to leave them, because like, you know, if you're then walking over the flea market and maybe do not find anything, then at least these Barbies would have been nice to pick up, and maybe they were not there in the end, whatever. So they are not super good finds. I think the best find is the Ken here, because I immediately recognized him because of his face, not just the face, but can you see he has the Z or Z in his eyes, or the, like, I don't know what it is, like a thunder or whatever. He is Hawaiian Fun Ken. And yeah, I think at my local flea market pretty recently I left him, because I was like, oh, and I got this whole bag of big bag of Barbie clothes instead. But then I found his pants in there, so I was really sure that it would have been him. So I have his pants. So he's one of, you know, a beach Ken. Let me try to find his pants. So there it is. So yeah, his job is beach. Ta-da, that would be him. And I don't have this face mold yet. Don't know what it's exactly called, but this is the one that was started like to get used in the, like, I think right around that time, 1989, 1990, something like that. The Hawaiian Fun line is from that time, like 1990, maybe 91. So, and I think it's not bad to have, like, as much as I'm not totally like trying to collect all the different Kens, having one of each face mold is nice. And as I said, I had his pants. He actually also comes with a little yellow crop top with a picture of something on it, graphic of a, I don't know, the dolphin or something, I don't know, some kind of animal. Which I don't have, but I'm pretty sure I can find some other top. You just have to put something from Barbie on him, then it looks like a crop top. So, and the cool thing is, I also have Barbie from that line, I have the Kira from that line, so he kind of can join them. And is that even the whole line? No, that was definitely a skipper in Europe, and then there were more. There was even a Jessie in that line, and I think a Christy and Kevin, but I'm not sure if those are released in Europe, whatever. I also have lots of Hawaiian Fun fashion, so it's a really cool beach line directly from the beginning of the 90s. I picked up these two like waistcoats. This one I just found last week as well and identified it. It's from a Ken. And this one is from Skipper. I kind of recognized it immediately, like, wait, there's this one and also this one again, because last week when I was trying to identify this, I first stumbled upon that this goes to Skipper, but it was way too big for Skipper, so I was like, eh? Now I also have the Skipper version. Let me check which fashion packs they came with. So the Ken, so the bigger one, goes to Dinner Date Fashions. Came also with a with another top underneath and with trousers, so it's from 1990, right around his time as well. And the Skipper one is also from that time, but it's called Party and Play. And I'm a little stupid because I think her pants might have been in there that belonged to this. So like light blue, like legging style pants. Other than that, I didn't see anything in that pile. There were just modern fashions or like nothing that I could identify at all. So I might have left some stuff, but I don't know. And instead of more fashions, and I picked up her. She was the only other Barbie with a superstar face in there. And at the spot, I could not identify her. And I should have, because I have her, but what threw me off is that she doesn't have bangs. And when I was home, I could see her bangs are cut. It was pretty good. It was pretty well hidden in there. I mean, I couldn't really see that there were some bangs, but if you, from the side, can you see it? There are some stubbles. So she is actually, and I should have recognized it, but yeah, the way that she didn't have any bangs, I couldn't, like my brain didn't match her up with my first Princess Barbie. Yeah, she is also the 89, 90, my first Princess Barbie. I have her, you know, the one with the pink top, the white puffy sleeves, and then the white skirt with this iridescent crinkly fabric. I have her in really good condition, so I should have not picked her up, but I was like, who is she? Because she's a really beautiful face. I really love that she is just blue. All her eyes are just blue, there's no black in them. And she has saran hair, and I don't think that it is cut, maybe just a tiny bit, but I don't know. I can probably get this hair pretty nice again. But yeah, well, I don't have any hair to really that exactly matches this to really reroute her bangs. All of this was not expensive, like there was like €4 for the 2 dolls and the 2 fashion pieces, but like it's not my best Barbie find, but it's also not my worst, so. Hey, Lau here from the next day. I just wanted to show you something strange but also interesting. This is my first Princess Barbie that I just showed you, if she would focus. And I was just working on her hair, did my usual, you know, the conditioning, combing, boil washing again, boil washing, I don't know, for half an hour or something. She has crimps in her hair. This is like, I don't get it. And it doesn't look like, I mean, she had a big braid when I found her. This can really not be from this big braid. And also, this doesn't look like just from normal small braids. Maybe before the big braid, she had like smaller braids for a longer time. But this, I mean, look at this. This really looks like it was factory made. This is so strange, and I don't get it out. And I also have used my, straightening method with the, what is it called? Straightening iron, hot iron, flat iron. I think the English word's flat iron. On her as well, and still I haven't gotten them out. And like my first Princess Barbie does not have crimped hair. I have tried like to hide like that she's missing bangs, okay, but you can still see there are small bits left of her bangs. They're just like, you know, partially cut, and then some of them that are kind of rooted kind of on the back of her head, not directly in the front, that they didn't cut and they are still here. Okay, but what about this crimp? Maybe crimping irons have been around. Maybe the woman or the girl whom she belonged to really crimped her hair. This is so strange. I'm so confused and I don't know what to do, because to really give her the normal My First Princess Barbie look, I would need her to get like straight hair and then just curl the ends a little bit, like she had like voluminous, not really voluminous, but like curly hair. Like, I don't know, should I maybe just crimp her like completely? My crimping iron is currently not here. I've given it to my niece for a party look, but I will get it back in a couple of days, so maybe I can then give her crimped hair, because this is like, I don't know. This is super strange. Oh, and the other idea that I actually had was maybe I identified her like wrongly. That's maybe not her, and there was maybe a similar Barbie with a very similar face paint that had crimped hair. No, I looked through every Barbie release from 1988 on until maybe 1993, 4. There was no other Barbie with this face, and here you can see her side by side with My First Princess Barbie. Look at the eyes. It's the exact number of lashes, the blue, the white spots in the eyes, everything, the way the eyebrows are. She's a little bit more pink lips, not a lot. She has maybe a little bit more yellow eyebrows. Let's check on the Malaysia. Where was she produced? No, also Malaysia. So, it's her. The same yellowy hair, like I'm super confused by the crimps in her hair. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and completely redo her hair, crimp it completely new, cut out the rest of the bangs that was still in there, and just redress her. So now she looks like a completely different doll. For the Ken, I actually found that when I got the pants in one of the last lots, I also had his sun visor, his frisbee, and his boombox included. It's a Mitch, but it's definitely a newer one. I would say mid-2000s maybe. She's not ugly, but I also don't need her, I think. I would rather find a Mitch of the 90s or 80s. Here I saw some fashions at the bottom, and on top of the table some dolls. One from Superstar era, but I think I had seen her before. She has a couple of hair rows missing in the front. I don't think you saw that really, but I decided against it, and I was like, oh, when there's Barbies, and what's that? It's probably Barbie fashions. But well, to be quite honest, there's a lot of bigger doll fashions in that, and then a couple more crappy, more modern Barbies. There is some fashions in there which are Barbie sized, but most of it not so. And the ones that are in there are those super cheap plasticky type of, I don't know, clone fashions from nowadays. So unfortunately, it looked good from far away, but no, there was really nothing in there. I looked on top of the table again, have a look at the doll again. There were some Tamagotchis, but no, I don't know what doll this is, and I decided to not pick her up.
Hier mit dir für beides. Da machst du einen Schnitt, da sind zwei Dinge los. Ja, der kommt. Ja, ja, muss ich mal mit dir. Ich muss an meine Stadt gehen.
I just bought her. She was, well, €3 and I had €2.50, then she was okay with it. It's Little Miss Magic Hair. I have her. The cool thing is she has her skirt and her bathing suit, but she has like the neon yellow in her hair is not original. And I do have her. But if I can get it out, maybe someone wants her, maybe someone needs it, I don't know. I figured I'm not gonna leave her. A little bit sad. I mean, it looks quite cool, but it's not original, so let's see. I don't exactly remember which things I found next, but I think, yeah, what you probably saw was her. She is the Little Miss Magic Hair, and I have her as well. So also not something to be like, oh my gosh, so cool that I finally have her, because I do have her. I was also like really thinking about not picking her up. But the little girls were really like, hey, you can have her for just €4. I was like, ah, blah, blah, blah. You can also have her for €3. They went down and down with her prices. And because like the reason why I don't necessarily need her, I have her, as I said. And then she has, yeah, this yellow in her hair. This is not original. The hair colors that you can see here, the orange, the pink, and the blue greenish in the back here, this is original because she is a hair play doll, like, you know, Little Miss, Mattel, kind of toddler size dolls, early 90s. So Mattel released them from 89 up until I think the last one was released in 93. And this hair color here, these pink and orange, etc., changes with cold and hot water. She had a little apparatus with her where you would, it's like a comb or brush type, where you would put cold water, I think, in it, and then you would brush her, and then it would appear or disappear, etc. But the neon yellow is not original, so this must have like been just colored in by the kids, and I don't know, to me it looks like highlighter. It doesn't look bad, to be quite honest. It actually looks quite cool. That's why I'm like, even if I don't get it out, maybe still someone else would want her. Like, not selling, but like, I don't sell. I don't resell, but I've recently sometimes picked up like doubles that I can like trade, and I've done that. So, for example, my second Little Miss Little Miss Singing Mermaid, for example, I had 2 of them, and one of them I could like swap with another toy. So I don't know. The cool thing is she has her complete outfit, missing the shoes. Mine's also missing the shoes. Mine, for example, for the longest time was just wearing this bathing suit, and I recently just picked this one up from my friend Mikuru. Now I would have found it at the flea market, but now she can stay kind of complete, but again, missing the shoes. She was then in the end €2.50. So yeah, I did not necessarily want her. I will have quite the work to do with her hair, but I mean, yeah, it's actually a good find. Well, the green hair color came out super easy. I think it was just hair chalk. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of ponies in plush form. And this is a G3, but it looks actually very cute, and it was very cheap, so I don't know if I can get it in there. Yeah, today is, I don't know, the day of the a little bit unusual finds. Not really unusual, but like I have the feeling for the last couple of weeks I came home with dolls and dolls and dolls, you know, Barbies, etc. This time not so much. Instead, with a plushie, with a My Little Pony plushie. No, not G1 obviously, but it's here, Generation 3. And I don't know, would I have preferred to find a real like G3 pony, like a normal brushable? Yes, but this is not bad. This is a pretty big original official G3 plushie. I forgot the name of the pony. I have Daisy May. So this pony also exists as a normal, you know, brushable G3 little pony, and so it has a name. I didn't find this plush online somewhere, just also for sale on eBay or something, not with the name, but I found the you know, brushable, so this one here. And yeah, it's a Pegasus, purple tail, pink mane, pink wings, and this little boxed flower. So they're really nicely made. They have nice material. They have these iridescent wings. They're so teeny tiny. I love the eyes. So the eyes are really, really well like stitched on, and they have this fabric here. So there's also G3 ponies existing who have like you know, more kind of, not, I don't want to say real hair, but like more like soft fluffy hair, or these like braided hair strands. So I'm not sure, the company ITM Leisure something, if this also came from one of these, you know, amusement park crane machines, or if this was just normally sold. I'm not sure, but it is officially branded My Little Pony, and I think it's really cute. And yeah, now it's in my collection. I don't know where I put it, probably up there in my big plush pile that I have to rearrange anyways, and I have to take out some of the plush that's in there. I have another like G3, a smaller G3 plushie in there already, so can go there. It's a really fine, nice, cute thing. Yeah, I'm more into the usual My Little Ponies than into plush. Lots of legs. And a cool one, a bigger one than mine. Definitely gonna ask for it. I think the rest is no. Another plush. Yeah, not that usual like stuff that I pick up, not tons of Barbies, and I don't know. This is a lots of legs. My second lots of legs. I have a very small one, like this size in blue, that also has 3 legs, but this is the bigger size one, but also with 3 legs. I mean, 3 pairs of legs. Obviously, that's 3 legs. It has 6 legs. Lots of legs is a plush toy line from the 80s. They were introduced first brought out in 84, I think, by Commonwealth, but a lot of different companies, depending on which region, are releasing them. I don't know about this one, because this one does not have the tag anymore. I don't even see where it used to be. Probably here, maybe underneath here. This could have been where the tag was. But this one is so fun. I mean, the lots of legs are always these caterpillars, and you can definitely see it's a real one when they have this little, like a button on it, or whatever, it's plastic. And yeah, you can have them with 2 pairs of legs up until, I don't know, 50 pairs of legs or something. They're so fun. This is, as I said, the bigger size of the 3 leg pairs with the red eyes, and this one has the, you know, rainbow socks, and it even still has the rainbow scarf. So this is not sewn on, you could take this off, but it still has it. It is super fun. You cannot directly say when this was released, because they were not all released in 84. Obviously the line went a little longer than that. I think it's all throughout the 80s, but I don't know, that doesn't have a specific tag. It's in really good condition. It is pink, or like pink purple. It is so fun with these I love that so much. I don't know why it has this thingy because when it hangs, I don't know, I wouldn't hang it. Maybe it's something that people used to also hang in the car, or I don't know. But they always have these little antennas, and they're just fun. They're just so 80s, and I'm really happy to have this. Also, this was €4, so. So this is actually just a reseller who always has lots of action figures, and I like to look through them. Most of them are always new, like for example the turtles there, or here the Masters Origins. Those are not vintage, but every now and then there are a couple of older ones, sometimes from the 90s. I've seen some Marvel stuff, but like, yeah, at least look through it. Have a look at all of the cool action figures, but I think I've never bought anything from this seller before.
Die sind schwer. Ein Steinbild im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes. Da kann man sich die Zähne ausbeißen, wenn man die in die Pfanne haut. Ja,
Unfortunately, it has nail polish on it, but maybe I can get it off. So many LOL, OMGs and tweens already at the flea markets. I mean, yeah, I really like them, but so many of the babies. Ugh, all the time. Yeah, I picked this little sparkly critter up. You know, they are new, they're not vintage, but I love them. They're all these different kind of animals, and I don't even know what animal this is. Is it a shark? It's some sea creature, I think. It could be a hammer shark or something like that. Yeah, nail polish. I have not started to try to get it off. I can probably get it off, but it might have already stained the figure. But I don't know. It's not the worst. It's cute, and I think this one used to be one that was scented. It does not have really a nice smell. It's more like, smells pretty chemical, but it could be something sweet chemical, whatever. Yeah, MGA used to produce them. They were blind bag, or they were in these tins, and they came with, you know, glitter stuff that you could mix up, and then they could, like, these can't poop it, but they can like vomit it like out. So it's like, but I like them. This one even has a pacifier, and my collection is kind of big already. So, but for 50 cents, I could leave it. It was just 50 cents. The nail polish did come off, yeah, but it also removed the pearlescent shine on these places.
Alles kinderechte hier, ne?
Kann sein, keine echte ist, aber...
Ja. Nein. Super.
I really like this one. I don't know, I found her once at the flea market already. I cannot justify getting Monster High. She's amazing. She's like a moth. I don't know what her name is. Probably something with moth. Probably not Mothra. and she said this is a fake one. She looks pretty good for being a fake one. Is it really a fake one? Are you sure? It looks like Laguna. A ginormous Barbie house. Or I think it's Barbie from the 2000s. Nah, sadly nothing from me. Anything in here? Nah. I already bought her. She's amazing. She's big. She's not plush or anything. She is obviously the Toy Story 4 version of Bo Peep and not the Toy Story 1 or 2. But I'm missing her in my collection. I have a really small McDonald's Bo Peep and that's all. And she's amazing. I love her. I mean, look at also these two. So yeah, she wanted 12. I was trying to get her down to like 10 and I paid 11. I think I have to get out now something. I'm buying so many big things. Oh, by the way, what's that? It's a fake Care Bear. Funny. But let's try to get her in my... I picked up Bo Peep, and you might know or might not know, I don't know, that apart from all my like vintage toys, My Little Pony, Barbie, etc., I also am a collector of Toy Story toys. I would love to have like most of the, you know, toys from the Toy Story movies in the original size, you know, like in Andy's room or like Bonnie's room, etc., or all of the other characters. But I'm also happy sometimes when I just have a representation of that character. Some I have like in smaller scales or whatever. But some of the main characters, yeah, I actually really want. And I did not have a Bo Peep yet. You know, I have Woody, I have Buzz, I have Jessie, I have Zurg, not really main character, but like I have those really in the big size. I really want Rex, and I really want Bullseye. Those I'm also missing, but I also did not have a Bo Peep. I had a little bit of an issue finding a Bo Peep that I really wanted, because I actually would more or less prefer to have one from like Toy Story 1 or 2, where she really is still in this, you know, big poofy skirt, and with a lamp. I mean, I don't know if there's anything with the lamp and her sheep, etc. And this is obviously the version from Toy Story 4, where she is not in Andy's room or in Andy's sister's room anymore, where she is, you know, a lost toy and she is on her own, where she kind of changed her outfit a little bit. She is wearing her skirt as a cape, and you know, she has these bandages where her arms are already falling off and all of that. And I would have preferred another version, but it's not really existing. I have never found like a Bo Peep, at best like in porcelain or something, but whatever, plastic, it's okay, in the original size that more or less looks like the version from Toy Story 1 or 2. That's why I've never picked her up. She's directly from the Disney store, or like Shop Disney online. And I never like pulled the trigger. I think you can still get her. She's good quality. Like, she is movable a little bit. Also her legs, you know. But knees are not bendable and also not here. But yeah, to me she's really more like a display piece. And yeah, now seeing her at the flea market for a really good price, I said, okay, then this is my version of Bo Peep that I have now. I think you can definitely take the cape off, because it does have, oops, snap button actually, but I don't know. Yeah, no. So you can see her a little bit better. This is fine, looks really movie accurate, you know, with a side bow, everything, especially like from Toy Story 4, and I know it because I have cosplayed this version. I have a cosplay of her in this version, you know, where I can use the skirt also like intended as a skirt, and I can use it as a cape. Ta-da! So I could also display her like this, but honestly, in this version, you know, the cape is more like the more iconic outfit, I would say. And she has her stuff. She doesn't come with any of her sheep. I think you can get them separately. So she's really well made, and I think she's about 30 euro if you get her directly from Shop Disney, or if you still have a Disney store somewhere. So like she wanted 12 euro, which already is like way cheaper than when I get her like new. And I was like, oh, 10. And like, yeah, she really wasn't like willing to negotiate a lot, because she said, yeah, she really isn't feeling very good with, you know, letting her go. But apparently it seems like they need the money, because they were also selling some more of her like collectible Disney like stuff from the Disney store. Like they also had a bell and a beast, in really well made like doll form, etc. So she was like 11. So I got her for 11 euro. She is very big. She's way bigger than a Barbie. There you go. But it makes sense when I mean, she's heavy. She feels really good and sturdy. So, and she almost looks like she could be porcelain. She's obviously not, she's just plastic, but I'm really happy with her. So, good find. And sometimes it needs for me to something to like just pop up in front of my face to like decide, okay, then this is the version of Bo Peep that I'm getting. I would have preferred like the version of the earlier movies, but hey, I really like the character in Toy Story 4, so very happy about that. Although it's, again, that's not a very usual pickup for me. No Barbie fashions or I don't know, G3 ponies, but you know, sometimes it's plush ponies, big dolls, and Toy Story toys.
Die andere Lage. Ah, ein kleiner Olaf, der ist aber schön. Wir haben auch ein bisschen.
Okay, so this is maybe a little bit more usual for me. I picked up a couple of miniature G4 My Little Ponies. None of them are from the usual blind bags. I think this Luna might be from one of the magazines, so they are kind of this size. She looks incredible. Like this hair, super show accurate, super, and even with the glitter. I mean, this is really what Luna looks like. Color-wise, this deep kind of purple, very beautiful figure. So I really wanted her, and then, I mean, I just found these two. I think they're from the Busy books. Like there were books, story time, probably about the movie, because it's a sea pony from the movie, the Princess Skystar, and you know, Twilight. So they are smaller than the normal blind bag figures. They probably came from this movie Busy book from My Little Pony. All the rest in this box, you saw it yourself, was like fillies from Simba. So like for €1 I picked these up, so which is cool. I think this is a really nice find. She really looks beautiful. And I do love G4 My Little Pony.
Zurück, Dankeschön.
Okay, so but I have her. It's the only original one.
War die richtige Entscheidung.
Vielen Dank, ja. Ja, wir danken auch.
10 Euro.
Für Sie auch, Dankeschön.
Maybe. It's one of the Barbie extras from the first wave.
War nicht schlecht, aber mit ein paar.
Yeah, I decided to pick this pony up. This is Lily Blossom. Is it Lily Blossom? Oh my goodness, let me check again. Yeah, correct name. Yeah, this is Lily Blossom. I have her for a very long time. I think I picked her up in a pony lot in 2020, so it's kind of a long time ago. But I mean, at least it's not your typical, you know, Applejack or Rainbow Dash, etc. So I was like, maybe I can trade her at one point or something. And I didn't have, like, mine doesn't have this necklace, and I found out it doesn't even go to her. Well, this is definitely a G4 My Little Pony item, this necklace. It directly fits around her neck. Ugh, this one. But I thought maybe it goes to her, but it doesn't seem like. She was released in 2012 for the first time. Really with, you know, still with one of these companion animals and a little, like, I think in the traveling series, because she had one of the little, I don't know what it was, little cart behind her that you could clip on her feet and she could carry around, or maybe even not, whatever. But I think she is the release from 2014, because they re-released her just on her own, even I think in little, like, plastic bags, so kind of one of the very, like, budget-friendly My Little Ponies. And also her tail is already not the good quality. Her mane is like, oh my gosh, so soft. It's like, oh, I love these like G4 ponies that still have the super good hair quality, but the tail already is not as good. I cannot tell if it's already polypropylene or if it's just the lower, I don't know if even there is something like no lower grade nylon or whatever. I guess it is already a polypropylene tail. It just doesn't look as bad yet. I can probably fix it really nice. So it's this in between 2014, I guess. But very cute pony. Interesting color. It's kind of a periwinkle. Like, you know, periwinkle to me is always like a purple that turns almost into blue. But this one is also a little bit gray, on the gray side. I don't know. Really lovely hair color, and this is her symbol, which are probably lily blossoms, I guess. So, little Pegasus, like 2012 to 2014.
Oh my god, you know what? I just compared like my Lily Blossom with the one that I just found. They are so different, so that makes it like clear as, I don't know, it can't be any clearer that mine, like the one I have for the longest time, is like the 2012 release, and this is the 2014 release. Just from afar you can already tell her head is way more matte and smaller compared to her head. She's a little bigger head, a little bigger forehead, and it's like shiny. So this is like they at one point changed it, because 2012 is pretty early on in the G4 line still. Next, like very small difference is she still has the gradient in the eye and a little more, like some more spots of white in there. She just has one spot of like one white spot, and then it's the same color all over. So this is always like a sign of like earlier ponies when they still have the gradients. This one doesn't. And like the most like obvious thing is definitely the hair. Like this one has like two-toned hair. I didn't even remember that when I was talking in front of the camera. Like yellow, like kind of the same yellow as this, but then a very much lighter shade as well. Also in the tail. So the tail is also mixed in with both shades. Here it is one color, and even the tail has a different color than the hair. On camera it might look pretty similar, but this is more like lemony yellow, a little green tint, and this is more sunny yellow really. And also the symbols do kind of look a little bit different just from the way they're colored, and the yellow is way more vibrant in here than here. So I guess she is a keeper because she is a variant.
Also Müll, was wir hier brauchen. Na gut. Ja, du auch. Du auch, Schiffi.
Oh, I always thought it's so much bigger. It's so small. But the balloon is missing, and this is not the correct poly. Die sind aus meiner Kindheit. Also die werden bestimmt nicht billig sein.
Welches denn, Isabella?
Na dann pass auf.
Was sind denn die kleinen?
Kalinka.
Wow, look at all of those.
Ich glaube, die kleinen waren 15.
15.
Ich glaube, ich weiß nicht. Die kleinen von
Die kleinen würden 15 kosten, die großen sind dann noch teurer.
Wie viel kosten die beiden hier?
Das
Bei dir?
25 und das 15.
Ja?
Mhm.
Der kostet 15.
Das können wir mal machen, 25, 15.
Das sind noch die alten von früher.
Ja, ich weiß.
Ja.
Was wollt ihr denn für eine Toni-Figur haben?
10 Euro.
It looks like it's complete, but it's not complete. There's different ones. Ja, it's toll.
Die Cinderella mit beiden.
Cinderella, ja. Wow. Wow. Das ist beautiful.
Das hier kann man auch zuklappen.
Und das kann man auch noch so hier, das richtig dann aussieht wie das Schloss, ja. Das ist ganz schön teuer. It's really nice. Ah, this one is from the Funtime clock. Oh, and this is the fake mermaid one. Wenn du das hinkriegst, bestimmt, ne?
Man muss
Ja,
hochdrücken.
genau. Ah. Oh my God. Don't have enough money, I think, because like these two I would really like. Let's see. And this one, I also don't have this one. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I found Polly Pockets that I don't have. I don't have any money left because obviously they were not cheap. She said like she had priced them according to eBay and even Kleinanzeigen and stuff. So they were according to that, but they were not super bad. So I haven't found like a stamp in school in ages for 25 online. That's why I've never bought one, because like 25 was always the price I was hoping to find it. You know, I finally have a stamping school. And like 2 more. I mean, I always wanted to have the balloon one. I don't remember what it's called. There's a small additional balloon in there, which this one is missing, and I don't think that there's the correct figure, but I exchanged some of the figures I was also helping her a little bit, because I could find some that were correct in the other ones, etc. And yeah, no, I don't have any money left, so it actually doesn't make sense to go over the flea market once more, because I don't have any money left. I don't think, I mean, maybe €2 or something.
Oh my freaking, I couldn't believe it. This was the same vendor that I definitely filmed before. Like, because this was on my second round, I was almost like ready to, I don't know, should I do a second round? Let's see. And this was the same vendor. I filmed like just a Barbie. They had one 90s Barbie at the table, and underneath some like boxes with bigger doll clothes, and also some cheapo Barbie fashions, etc. And she didn't have the Polly Pockets out at first. And I couldn't believe my eyes. She had so many. She had some normal compacts. She had the big, you know, the wedding, the big purple heart there in the back, the big one. She had the Cinderella castle, the see-through one. There's like a translucent one. She had the Minnie Mouse house, the Mulan house, another like Disney Sleeping Beauty one. I mean, and then the ones that I picked up. I'm not too much into the Disney ones. I love to see them. Here and there I pick up one, but really mostly if it's very good prices at flea markets, and her prices were not really good, no. She was one of those people, you know, she knew that Polly Pocket is thought after. She knew that like how much they go online. She said she had looked at eBay and eBay Kleinanzeigen and compared a little bit, but still her prices were cheaper than if I would have gotten any of them at eBay Kleinanzeigen or whatever, because especially these two, I was on the look for them. They are two of the ones that I was like after that still I wanted to have in my collection, because I recently also said it. I think I'm not big into Polly Pocket collecting anymore, because I have most of the ones that I want. There's not too many that I still want, and those are kind of pricey, and I should have picked up one of the Stampers like already like years ago when they were still in the €25 range, and I was just actually looking for one online that was empty, like figure wise, but would have all of the stamps for around 25, but I never found one. They are more expensive already. So even if you find them kind of discolored and without anything in, you have to pay, I don't know what, 30 or something. So I was like, all of the stamps are in. So these desks, let's take one out. The back, they are little stamps. We have a heart. We have, we have Polly's head. This way around with little heart eyes. These are little stars. And here we've got a butterfly. And underneath this thing, there should be, you know, the ink pads. Those are removed. Someone removed them already. I'm not too mad about it. I mean, I will not use it. And if this desk is there, you put it on top of it. It's covered by it, and I mean, it's super functional still. This is the Stamp in School from 1992. definitely was released also later, because I have a Mattel catalog, a dealer's catalog from 1996, and it's still in there. So that makes so much sense, because a lot of the Polly Pockets that she also had were somehow newer, so newer in terms of like vintage Polly, but like the later years, because this is one from 1997. But it makes sense that she also had, for example, this one, because this was on the shelves for a really, really long time. So yeah, I didn't have it yet. I also don't have the baby stamper, babysitting stamper, what is it called? So which is in the same shape. This was actually also available in a different color. So there's a different colorway, more like a peach pink, but this is the most common colorway. But in terms of the inside, you could have so many different variations, because you know, this desk could be a different color, and all of these stampers, the little desks where the dolls are sitting in, could be different colors. So I don't know, all of these, you know, blue, yellow, purple and green, and all of this was, depending which one you got, it's kind of random, so there's different variations of this. So you could also have this big desk in yellow, for example, or something. When I filmed it, you maybe saw there were more figures in there, but I just already kind of put together what belongs in which and what doesn't. So 2 of the figures are the correct ones. I definitely have 2 more. I just have to search where I have them in my other Pollys. I have the teacher. There's a teacher with a black skin. I can remember that because there's not too many black Polly dolls, and I do have that one. And there's definitely another boy in there, which I also think I have. I don't have the Polly, but we have the little tiny Tina here. And the Midge. So this Midge, this tiny Tina here. And this is, I mean, it's Polly Pocket from the early 90s or mid 90s or whatever. You can't beat it. It's a school, and even like more like a kindergarten or something up there. The other stairs and the down. Oh, it is so lovely. I'm so extremely happy that it kind of paid off, that I never purchased it online. I found it at the flea market. Oh my goodness. And this one I was also looking for. This is from 1997, the last release year of the vintage Polly Pockets, where they had still, you know, this logo before it kind of switched to the, which we mostly called early 2000s Polly, but actually in 1998 and 1999 they also had the other logo. Everybody always says, yeah, then Mattel took over. Kind of, Mattel purchased Bluebird toys completely at that point, but Mattel has always been the distributor of these toys everywhere. So, but it says obviously Bluebird toys still at the back. And this one is called Up and Away. It's kind of one of the last really compacts, I would say, which, you know, open up, and I prefer those to, you know, kind of open play sets. And most of the other ones were like more open or already kind of more like a play set in itself that then opened or something. I think it was kind of the last real compact, so to say, of that era. And also this one is not complete, but actually it has more pieces than I thought, because there's this little desk also here, which was in this other compact that I'm also will talk about. It was in here. So this little desk also as one of the dolls. So she belongs in here. Also a Polly would belong in here, but she is the second one. The piece that I'm definitely missing is a little balloon. Not that little, it's kind of this big, that you could clip somewhere in here. There is a little the thingy where you could pop it on. So like a hot air balloon, where you could also put a small doll in it. Same as this whole thing is a hot air balloon, up and away. I really love it. And it's so amazing that none of these are discolored. Also this one, the pink, very often is discolored to like this, you know, peachy, orange. Same as this one, this colors like to brown all the time. And they're so good, like condition-wise. Also the dolls, they're not very loose. They all have their faces. Oh, this is like the best. I mean, look at this. This looks like a birthday party. There's so many balloons. It looks so lovely, these balconies. And a very, very fun feature is if you would turn this thingy here, then the boat goes along the canal. And in the middle, the little bird on the tree also moves. I mean, you could probably also use this one. No, you can't. You really have to use this one. This is so adorable. And you actually can, I think at least, also put a doll already on the outside. Yeah, here. This is so cute. I just don't really understand the purpose behind this desk, to be quite honest. It's also pretty interesting from the side already. It is really like a, it can also stand up really nice. Hot air balloon, but it still opens up. Because like, I don't know, where are you supposed to put this little, it's like a picnic desk, you know? There's little food on it. And two dolls could maybe sit there, but like, are you just supposed to put it in there? On the little meadow, probably. Like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm missing the Polly and I'm missing the small hot air balloon, but like, whatever. I take it. This one, she wanted 15, which is like, you never find this for 15. Never. It's still, it feels like it's too much for a flea market price, but I know how much I would pay for a completely empty one discolored. Maybe I would find a completely empty one discolored for 15 online, but maybe not even that. And then I picked up this. This was not really on my radar. It's the pencil case, but it is the color variation that I don't have. Where's the other one? I put it somewhere here. I prepared at least that, because I do have the pencil case, but mine is blue. So they're kind of switched in colors. Look here, the little clasp is purple, and here the whole thing is pinky purple, and the clasp is like aqua. In here I put most of the other figures. Oh. Why are they always so squeaky? Why? Because all of them are. This one as well. Because each of them like came with figures, but she was totally fine that I swapped out figures. For example, in this one there were just two figures which didn't belong to an original Polly Pocket, or as I said, in this one there were Pollys that didn't go to any of those, but I could see that some of them went to some of the other Pollys, so I kind of also helped her kind of complete the others, where at least I knew it. But I kind of swapped out figures so that every one of these compacts came with figures, and that's why I have a couple more here. But let's at first look at this lovely thing. Yeah, it's a pencil case. It's from 1990. Oops. Or 91. One of the two. At the bottom is really, you could put your pencil and your eraser or whatever. It definitely also came with pencil, eraser, and a sharpener, pencil sharpener from Polly Pocket. And then you could also play with it. It also came with dolls. I don't have any of the dolls that directly came with this one. Also the color variation came with different dolls than here. But it definitely, every one of these came with 3 dolls. So one Polly, one little boy, and another girl, and a cat. I think in this one a black cat, and in this one a white cat. I don't have them, so, but here I have, for example, the Polly and this little, oh my goodness, this little guy here, and probably a midge. And the ones from this pencil case look very similar, just in different colors, so different figures. So I don't have any of those, but look, I mean, this is in such good condition. They are all in such good condition. Let's go quickly through the figures that I picked out, because I tried to pick out some that I knew I didn't have yet, or at least that I knew which ones they were. This one I knew would belong to a locket that I don't have, because I don't have very many lockets. Here, this is the Polly that goes to the film star locket. So one of the star-shaped little lockets. Very cute. Pick this one. These two I threw in. I don't know. I was pretty sure I did have this one already. But those two go to the teeter-totter. I think I have this doll now 3 times maybe. And I don't even have the teeter-totter. This is not really a opening compact playset thingy. It is just a small teeter-totter. A small, eine Wippe in German. You could put dolls there. And then it would go da, da, da. I think it came with these 2 dolls, so the teeter-totter. I should maybe just try to find the teeter-totter, as I now have both dolls that go to it. That's probably my favorite. I knew that this one would go to the Funtime clock. So I have the Funtime clock. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Here, this one. It's a functioning clock. That came with 4 figures. I don't have any of them. I mean, I didn't have any of them. Now I have the Polly. She looks like she's in a raincoat, and I don't know, she looks very British with this raincoat and hat. So I'm so happy. So she can definitely, because she is a place for a doll to stand directly in the front, on the outside of the clock. So I can put her there. This is amazing. And then I picked up also this figure. Well, she was one that was in the Stampin' School, although she doesn't go there. Ah yeah, and this is a figure that belongs to one of the carnival sets. You know, the open carnival play sets. This one goes to the duck chase, so, which I don't have. I have any of those. I'm not really into them. But having these dolls, and for example here, the film star locket one, etc., it tells me that she must have had more. Either just as a child and already lost them over time, or she already sold more. I don't know. But her prices were kind of throwing off most people, because like there were actually a lot of children super interested in the Polly Pockets. You know, they were on the table, they were open, and I really felt that all of the children that came by and looked at them, they were like in awe of these wonderful toys, as if they had never seen anything this beautiful. I mean, this one I was really like, oh, because there was a little girl playing with it all the time. I was like, oh, hopefully she's not buying it. Hopefully she's not buying it, because I wanted it. But like, actually, that tells me that these Polly Pockets, they would be still popular if they would just produce them in this way. I mean, they're doing it for us collectors, but children are like, they were like so, like, I mean, they are so magical and so, and they loved it. But like all of the mothers, they were like, oh, 15 euro? Oh no, that's too expensive. Which, I don't know, 15 euro, is it that expensive for a really cool toy, even for a child? Actually not. So, but lucky for me, so I could get the ones that I wanted. I also picked up this one. This is a fake, but it's one that I've wanted for the longest time. It's this little shell, and that opens up into this mermaid lagoon play set. It comes with all 3 mermaids, and it's pretty flat, so there's not really a lot of space to put the dolls, especially not on the upper side. There's a little bridge, but it looks so enchanting, and I love that it really looks like a, I mean, this really looks like a compact. It's pretty flat, but it is, you know, this little shell, and it does not just look like the typical Polly Pocket shells. It looks different. And here we've got the mermaids. This one I do actually own already. I found it once separately at the flea market, but now I also have the sitting one, and there is a laying one that lays down. This actually even came with little accessories for the little children, so like jewelry, so to say, children's jewelry. It came in different packages. Sometimes it was called Mermaid Paradise gift set, or it was just called Mermaid Pocket. So different ways, on card, in box. So she wanted €5, and for this she wanted €7. And I gave all of my money because like I had like €45 left, and like 15, 25, 40, that would be 45. So I kind of got this one for free then, you could say. So I didn't have any more money. I mean, it turns out I still had like maybe €3-4 in coins, but yeah, whatever. So that's it. I'm so happy that I started the second round. I didn't finish the second round at the flea market because I didn't have any more money. But it was kind of an unusual flea market. Not really, but it felt like, because I was picking up like big plushies and like a big Toy Story thing, etc. But it ended so good. I cannot express how happy I am that I finally have these in my hands. No shipping, no online purchase, just at the flea market. Not the biggest, like not the best deal ever, but a good deal because I wanted them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up there for me. And yeah, if you want to tell me anything, you can comment down below. I hope the comments are open for you. I'm trying to comment back. It always depends how much time I have. Most often the first evening I really try to be on there and answer the comments, but the next day then maybe I'm on my way doing something, or even at the flea market, and then I cannot always comment back. And sometimes I'm a bit overwhelmed with, you know, all of the stuff that I have to do, clean the toys, do like the editing of the videos, you know, do my normal work. That's not my usual work. I'm working a 40-hour kind of office job, and then I sometimes don't find time to comment back, but I'm reading all of your comments. So yeah, and if you're not subscribed, do that. That definitely helps me, my channel, and it helps also you, because it's easier for you to find my channel again, find my videos. And if you click the notification bell, you will be notified additionally when one of my videos go up, which is mostly once a week on Fridays. So thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!